Hey guys, Retro Reviews here with another SH Figuarts video review, and this time I'm reviewing Masked Rider Ryuki, Kamen Rider Ryuki, otherwise known as, and his contract beast Dragredder. So, let's go ahead and get Ryuki put back here real quick. We'll go ahead and take a look at the box first. Oh, I put the instructions behind the plastic sheet instead of the backing, but anyways, Masked Rider Ryuki and Dragredder, Kamen Rider Ryuki and Dragredder. The Kamen Rider Ryuki TV show logo done in no coloring whatsoever. The SH Figuarts logo. Ryuki and Dragredder back there. And then SH Figuarts Toei Masked Rider Ryuki and Dragredder on both sides. And then it says that on the top. I'm trying not to hit Dragredder because he's big and this box is big. Then on the back shows a picture of Ryuki and Dragredder right there, and a picture of him putting the final vent card in with Dragredder behind there. Guard vent, sword vent, strike vent, the advent deck, and his Dragon Rider kick. So there's that. Now let's look at Ryuki real quick. Here he is. Very, very nice. They did a very good job on the Ryuki figure art, I think. The dragon logo on the top of his head. His eyes, translucent red compound eyes underneath that grill. Nice flake metallic silver on all his parts. Then even all the detailing on the drag visor, which is really nice. And to get the drag visor on, there's actually this post right here. And he does come with this on here that you actually have to remove before you can plug the drag visor on. So I figure I'd let you guys know that before getting it. And metallic feet, which is really, really nice. If it will focus on the feet and not the Dragredder behind it. There we go. Yeah, very nice metallic feet. Go ahead and get him out of the way right now. We'll go ahead and take a look at the details on Dragredder, who is done in a very, very nice shade of metallic red. The same, well, maybe about a bit brighter metallic red than the one that was on Mighty Form Kuga. So, that very nice, awesome Tamashii stage too that he comes on. It is stylized after Ryuki's advent deck. It says Masked Rider Ryuki, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the posability now. Everything is expected for posability in a figure art off of Ryuki, as long as you don't pop the wrong joints off. So his head and neck articulate in every single way. The shoulders, same universal joint, but then there's a bicep swivel right here. And then as an added bonus, there is a swivel underneath the elbow. And then you have the same double jointed elbow, triple jointed ball joint wrist thing for figure art. The joints in there and there that allow for his back and stomach to bend in any which direction. The hip rotates, and the waist rotates and the hips rotate out in this kind of somewhat older style of the hips for Figuarts. The whole Type 2 hip that doesn't extend out keeps the suit more can't think of the word that I wanted to say, stuck together. I'll just say it for lack of a better term. Ball jointed, or not ball jointed, thigh swivel, double jointed knee, the 4-point articulation or the 2-point articulation in the ankle that allows it to bend side to side and forward and back, and then hinge in the toe. So, same posability for a standard Figuart plus an added bonus with the forearm swivel. Now go ahead and take a look at Dragredder. So I'm going to go ahead and pop him off the Tamashii stage for right now, even though he is a pain to get back on. But every single one of these joints is articulated. And it's all ball jointed, so you can bend it in any way you want it to bend, which is amazing. The head, the mouth opens up, which is nice. The shoulders, universal hinges and universal hinge for the wrist. Same with the legs down here. Just very, very nicely posable. Now on to the accessories. As soon as I can get Dragredder. Alright, that's the first accessory. It is the sword vent. Ryuki's sword. Which does just peg into a little tiny peg on Dragredder. And then there's also all of this. We have 2 calmly splayed open hands. The exaggerated splayed open hand, which there's 2 of them, the other one on Ryuki. The default fists. There's a hand to hold the drag visor, hands to hold the card, or hand to hold the card in the right hand. Then another hand to hold something in the left hand. It's not the drag visor. Oh, that's the sword vent hand. And then this is the guard vent hand for these bits, which I'll show off in just a moment. And then, oh dear. Alright, nothing broke. Good. The strike vent, which is a very nice accessory. Just a smaller head of Dragredders, as you can see. And he does come with Advent cards. I am missing some of my Advent cards. I don't know which, or I don't know how many was. I can't think of how many he was supposed to come with, but if I can zoom in close enough, because I don't want to touch them in fear of losing more. Come on, focus, focus. There we go. I do still have the sword vent, the advent, and the strike vent. I am missing the final vent and the guard vent, it seems. So, there's that. Now also, guard vent, yeah, there's the handles, but guard vent actually is these bits off of Dragredder. So, to equip guard vent, you can either pop them off of Dragredder and pop... Oh, also the drag visor, the slot opens up to reveal the card slot, which is very nice. And the Advent deck does come out of the V-buckle. So, and it's appropriately detailed and molded even. So that's nice that they did that. So there's that. Now the guard vent to equip onto Ryuki, you take these plugs off of his shoulders and swap them for these guards. Don't pop off the one on his forearm. So, come on, there it goes. There's that, which is pretty cool, I guess. I'm not too much a fan of the guard vent, but then there's also, if you pop these plugs off of the ball joints, which I don't want to deal with because my fingers are killing me, then you can plug these on here and then slide these into these hands, and then he can actually hold the guard vent like a handheld shield, so that's pretty nice. And then the strike vent, let's go ahead and plug these plugs back on. Yeah, the strike vent is pretty cool too, because what we need to do is take off Ryuki's right hand, and then if you can see in there, there is a little itty bitty, or there's a ball joint socket for a Figuarts wrist, and it's a kind of a pain to do this, but if you line it up just right, there. Once you hear it snap, you've got it in, and you've got Ryuki's strike vent, which, go ahead and pose him for strike vent. Looks really nice. Go ahead and get Dragredder put back together here, and give me a second. Ooh. There he goes. So, yeah, overall, a very nice set indeed. If you like Ryuki, if you like the Dragon Knight series, this is a definite must-have to pick up. This is the re-release, the second release of the figure they did. It's the same exact as the original one. There's no changes to it. Just, I didn't pick it up the original initial release, and aftermarket prices were not fun. So I picked this guy up when he went for resale. So there you go. If you like Ryuki, if you like, even if you don't like Ryuki, this is one of the best Figuarts by far. And I hope you guys like this video review, and I will see you again next time.